On the Northwood campus, there's a long withstanding tradition that aims towards fostering a warmer environment and positive student-teacher relations. T-Wolf Thank You Letters. The T-Wolf Thank Yous are letters sent from teachers via email or physical postcard to students who display the Northwood core values or just any sort of positive behaviors in class. Nearly 2,000 individual thank yous have been sent both by mail and email, and administration has been pushing for more to be sent.
I think every student multiple times throughout the year is doing really wonderful things. So I think it's kind of just my obligation to make sure I acknowledge that and not lose sight of that. And so it's just really important to me because I know how much I value when students write me thank you notes for, things that I've done for them. And so I just feel like, they're the best part of my day. I don't want to take those things for granted.
Aside from teachers, counselors are also faculty members who can send you T-Wolf Thank You letters. Here we have Kelsey Loop, one of our school's counselors.
I think it's great anytime, like, when someone tells me I'm doing a good job, like, there's no better feeling than feeling like, oh my gosh, someone, like, acknowledged that I was working hard or that I was doing something great. And so I think the positive effects are just numerous. Like, I feel like there's an increased morale on campus, families have something to celebrate, students have something to celebrate, and it can be small. It can be like, hey, you got your grade up from a D to a C. Like, I'm really proud of you. And I think it just makes for a really positive space in general and allows the community to celebrate one another.
I love being recognized by my teacher when I put effort that I feel like is pushing boundaries and is following the pathways that Northwood appreciates. So when I received it, and it made me feel good that I was being recognized by my teacher. I really felt warm and like comforted when I did receive mine because it was pretty meaningful, and I really appreciated that my teacher gave it to me because the class was tough for me, but I really liked it from my standpoint.
So my first T-Wolf thank you letter is from sophomore year, where I was her IS2 student, and I've been also been helping her out for the AP Physics 1 as a teacher assistant or student assistant, and I've been helping with the paperwork and maybe just cleaning and filing the different tests. And she sent me a thank you letter and along with the dry strawberry, like white strawberry snack, and that feels super sweet and encouraging. And at the same time, I think it will also be great if students can also write the thank you letter to their teachers, for each of their teachers. So I think sometimes teachers also need some encouragement. So I think teachers can also feel like, oh, my student actually appreciated what I'm doing right now, or some of the activities I'm doing. So maybe the teacher will know more feedback from the student. At the same time, they will feel more closer connected with their students. So I think that would be probably one of the good options to consider. But yeah.
I would love to see more go out. That was my personal goal this year, was to send more and recognize all of my students. And so I would love to see everyone kind of, if they have time, right? Our teachers are so busy, our staff members are so slammed, but to have space to send one a day, even if they can during a prep period, or me during a little break time between students and families, and just sending one just to say I recognize you and I see you. I would love to see that. And I would also love to see a staff member table thank you. My counseling team is fabulous, and I would love to just be able to send one to any of my counseling members and be like, thank you so much for your help today, or you were great in the meeting, you had so many important things to say, or hey, thank you history department for helping our students, hey, thank you force because you guys are getting our students excited. I would love a staff type of T-Wolf thank you where you could recognize one another.
I think I don't want this to ever feel like a competition. I don't think anybody should feel pressured to do it. I think it needs to be done authentically, right? Because I think if you're going to give praise to someone, it needs to be tied to something real and specific. So it should be done with, intentionality and thoughtfulness. And yeah, I would never want anybody to feel forced, but at the same time to just remember it doesn't take that long, right? It doesn't, it's a few minutes of my time at the end of the week to just kind of sit and be mindful and be like, okay, who do I need to recognize this week? And so I think it's a real easy thing that we could all be doing.